Oh, and did I forget to mention the smell of fish?
It's Dyneric.
What is up, guys? It's Dyneric, and I'm back with another video for you guys. Today I've got a video that is not related to magic. It's actually focused on me. I thought it was time for you guys to get to know me a bit better, so I've made a list with 25 questions for me that will hopefully tell you guys a bit more about me, things that you probably didn't know. So let's get started. So my favorite color is red. My room is basically red, black, white, and gray, but the main focus is on the color red. I might give you guys a tour of my room sometime. A tour. It's very small. I can't really explain why I love the color red. It's just my favorite color. I absolutely hate everything from the sea, food-wise, obviously. I don't really know why. It's just the consistency of fish, squid, shrimp, just anything from the sea, really. It's just so slimy and ugh. And then the taste is just like, whoa. Oh, and did I forget to mention the smell of fish? I suck at shaving, but this month I actually have an excuse not to shave. It's November, and therefore it's No Shave November. It's basically just to raise awareness about cancer and the research for cancer and putting that in focus. My favorite TV show right now is definitely Game of Thrones. It's the best TV show that I watch, and if you haven't already seen it, I definitely recommend that you go watch it. But maybe, just maybe, you should read the books first, even though they're extremely thick. I haven't actually read them yet. I have the first book in my bookshelf behind me. Oh, there it is. But yeah, it's an awesome TV show. It's just pure awesomeness. Besides Game of Thrones, I really love The Big Bang Theory as well. And I should not forget to mention Vikings, which is also a very awesome series. My favorite city? It's a hard question since there are so many awesome cities out there. My favorite city that I have already visited is New York. It's pretty self-explanatory because even if you haven't been there already, you pretty much understand what the hype is about. And my favorite city that I haven't been to yet is Tokyo, which I'm hopefully gonna go to next summer with my friends, and that's gonna be awesome. So, my favorite season of the year. I actually love all the seasons except for spring. Spring just feels like something that fills the gap between winter and summer. I don't really know why it's there, to be honest. I'd much rather just skip it. Although if I would skip it, then I would skip my birthday as well, and that would not be very fun. But if I had to choose one season, I'd probably choose autumn slash fall. I guess the reason why I love fall so much is probably because of the rainy weather. It's so cozy, like you just want to stay inside and play magic and stuff. I'm a pretty creative person. I love making videos, movies and stuff. I've made videos ever since I was a small child, basically. Even though I just started with my YouTube channel pretty recently. I love dressing up for masquerades and parties and stuff. A lot of my friends are also very creative and love dressing up. So we usually have themes on our parties that we have, which makes it so much better, to be honest. It makes everything so much more fun. And I guess I just love creating things, which is probably why I love The Sims and Minecraft so much, because in The Sims I pretty much only build houses the entire time. And with Minecraft, it's basically just like digital Lego, which is very awesome. I'm actually not a big fan of swimming. I guess that could be because I lived abroad in the Philippines where we had a swimming pool, which we were very fortunate enough to have. I know not everyone has one. And we spent basically 4.5 years in the pool every single day. And I guess you can get pretty tired of that. So now, even though I have a pool here as well in Sweden and that we live very close to the sea, I just don't feel like the need to go swimming. So next question is, what is my favorite video game? And that is a very tough question to answer since there are thousands of video games and I just love so many. If I had to choose one, I would probably choose Skyrim. I probably spent like definitely over a year just playing it. It was a game that really never ended. I don't think, or I'm pretty sure that I never did all the side quests and everything. And it's such a huge game that you can kind of play and play and play and still discover new things as you go along, which makes it definitely I'd say a 10 out of 10. Moving on to a subject that I love is Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is definitely Gengar. It's such a cool Pokemon, and when I was younger, I absolutely adored it. It was definitely the coolest out of the first 151 Pokemon, and therefore my favorite Pokemon. I have lived abroad for, let's see, 5.5 years? 4.5 in the Philippines and 1 year in England. When I lived in England, I went to an all-boys school. The school's name is the Forest School and is located in Horsham. It was probably the most boring year in my life. I didn't really have time to make any friends. Like, sure, I had a few friends, but we never really got time to get close and get to know each other as I know my friends here in Sweden, which kind of made the 1 year stay in England just very boring. I very much dislike horror films. I do not really get what all the hype is about them. I do not understand people that like horror films and choose a horror film above basically any other film. Like, sure, I understand that it's pretty fun to get like an adrenaline kick or just like the thrill of watching something scary, but why would you put yourself in a situation where you get scared volunteering to do that when you can watch something else, something fun, something exciting? I just don't get it. My memory absolutely sucks. I cannot remember things that I did 5 minutes ago. I cannot remember things I did an hour ago. I cannot remember things I did a week ago. About a week ago. My memory just sucks. I'm a really neat and tidy person. I love having everything organized and clean. I cannot stand it when my room is messy. I don't think it remains messy for very long before I tidy it up. So if you ever come visit me, do not make it messy. Just a warning. I love traveling and I love just being on airplanes, which is pretty odd because I know many people hate airplanes and flights, especially long ones. But the long flights are actually the ones I love the most. It's just so cozy when everything gets dark and you can just watch a movie or you can play some of those cool games you have on some airplanes. You know, like the retro games like Mario and stuff like that. And I guess that's also because I lived abroad, just basically across the entire globe on the other side of the world. So basically that meant that I spent a lot of hours on a plane back and forth between the countries. And those hours I just loved. I almost loved them more than visiting Sweden. No offense to all my Swedish friends out there. I can roll my tongue. Because apparently not everyone can. I have a genuine interest in history. I love all eras and all areas within history. My favorite eras are probably the Roman Empire and the medieval time, including the Vikings. And I guess that kind of explains why I love the series Vikings and Game of Thrones so much. Just because they're based around those eras that I love. And because I love history so much, I also absolutely love all the Assassin's Creed games out there. Even though the story has become pretty meh over time, I still love playing them. Just because you can experience like times that you would otherwise not be able to experience, and that's an awesome thing to be able to do. I've played a lot of different sports, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. I cannot remember all of them, but I've played basically every single mainstream sport and then a lot of sports outside the mainstream, which means that I've done stuff like a lot of different martial arts, including judo. I think I was best at judo. I've done tennis, basketball, football, handball, table tennis. Having that said, my favorite sport is definitely football. My biggest weakness is that I am very impatient. I cannot wait very long until I need to intervene and do something about whatever the issue is. So my favorite childhood movie is probably Atlantis, what's it called? The Lost Empire? Let me check. It was The Lost Empire. Atlantis, The Lost Empire. It's such a good movie. My favorite movie now is a harder question because I've seen so many movies over my 19 years on this planet and I cannot decide, but one of my favorite movies right now is Kon-Tiki. And so the last question now, my favorite band, and that is Bastille. I basically love every single song that they've made. I don't think there's one single song that I do not like, and I guess that explains why they're my favorites. But I haven't seen them yet, so they're definitely on the top of my list of concerts that I want to go to. That has been it for today. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed it and that you enjoy videos like these that aren't necessarily connected to magic, because I feel I kind of want to make a combination between magic videos and regular non-magic related videos, just to make this channel diverse so that more people can enjoy watching my content. If you want to see more content like this, please feel free to subscribe, and if you liked this video, please feel free to give it a like, because that would be pretty awesome, and maybe share it with your friends. That's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Let's dynamic. Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey guys. So I set fire to the king, watched him burn as I stabbed his back. I was gonna make a video for you guys, but then I got an arrow to the knee. You shall not pause.